Dear learners, welcome back to your educational channel Learn and Educate. We would be studying about the definition of public administration as given by David H. Rosenbloom, wherein he is a distinguished professor emeritus of public administration at American University, Washington, D.C., with a prolific career in teaching, research, and scholarly publications. He has articulated three lens framework that is the managerial, political, and legal, which shape the contemporary understanding of public administration, especially in the American government context. He has influenced the policy debate and academic practice, having participated in federal transition teams and advisory boards. The definition given by David H. Rosenblum explains about how public administration is about an activity which is concerned with the work of politics and policy making. It is concerned as an activity and policy making. It tends to concentrate in the execution branch of the government. It also differs from private administration. Public administration is concerned with implementing laws, activity, and policy making. Public administration is more than clerical work. It encompasses all activities, all actions involved in carrying out the government mandates, including policy formulation and execution. Inherently, public administration is political, as it implies the will of the elected bodies and mediates between legislative intent and executive or judicial application. Public administration is intends to be concentrated in the executive branch, that is, concentration in the executive branch. Most administrative activities occur within the executive branch, but administration and administrators must also interpret and respond to legislative and judicial decisions. Administrators balance efficiency, the executive goals with responsiveness to policy goals and court orders, which means that the administrators involved in the activity of implementation, they have to balance their and be responsible, have responsiveness to policy goals, to the goals made by the policies and the orders of the court, that is the judicial orders. Therefore, it balances the executive goals with policy and the court orders. It differs from the public administration. How it differs from the from the private administration, which means that there is a difference between public and private administration, which says that public administration is constitutional constraint serving the public interest and rather than the profit motive. It ensures a complex the answers to a complex web of oversight, elected officials, court citizens, and all the stakeholders. Therefore, it is different from the private administration per se. Implementation of law and separation of powers. It is concerned. Public administration is actually concerned with the public administrators who actualize the statutory law, the legal laws, the statutory obligations made by the law through administrative rules and service delivery, which is guided by legal requirements and judicial interpretations. The author, Rosenblum, his model links the managerial approach to executive, political to legislature, and right and legal to judiciary. It integrates managerial approach to executive, political to legislature, and legal to judiciary. The approaches links managerial with efficiency, effectiveness, economy. It is concerned with the executive branch and has a focus on the organizational performance and delivery. The lens of political and its core value is about representation, public interest. It is linked with the legislative branch and is a focus policy making and is responsiveness towards the policies and representatives concerned to the public interest. The Rosenblum's approach of legal, which is connected to the judiciary, has a core value of equity, equality, justice, rule of law, and it is linked to the branch of judicial. It is a focus on compliance, constitutional rights, and the due process of law. The modern administrators must balance all the three, choosing which approach to prioritize based on the context, but also remaining transparent about the choice, therefore, and the values and the in the public, which states that public administration has a value and the role. The public administration is the use of managerial, legal, and political theories to the process to fulfill the legislative, executive, and judicial government mandates for the purpose of regulatory and service functions for the society as a whole or for some segments of it, which states that the values, efficiency, managerial, the democracy and accountability, that is political, equality, and justice. Therefore, efficiency, that is the managerial management concerned, accountability, political, and equality, legal. The role of the administrator is to find a balance between efficiency, legality, and public responsiveness. For the policy making, represent the citizens in rule making, and citizens engage via oversight and participation, holding administrators accountable. Rosenbloom synthesizes gives public administration a dynamic, multi-dimensional character distinct from private management, framing government as a steward of complex regulatory and service functions under the watchful eyes of both law and the people. Therefore, public administration is a reflection of public theory. It is about the functionalities of how the work is going on, and the David H. Rosenblum said that public administration involve activity which is concerned with politics and policy making. Public administration, it is intends to be concerned in the executive branch of the government. It is concerned with implementing law, and it does differ from private administration. Public administration is about the concentration of work in the executive branch and implementation of law, whereas it differs from private administration because it is concerned with the public responsiveness, the will of the people, the rules and orders of the judiciary. Public administration is the use of managerial, legal, and political theories and the processes to fulfill the legislative, executive, and judicial functions. It mandates the provisions of regulatory and service function for society, which states that the regulatory functions and the service functions are performed by the public administrators, by the administrators for the society as a whole and for some segments of society.